Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Crypto Spaces. Billionaires back with another update video for Bells. Sitting at 24.19 cent. And you know, again, if you bought the dip at 20 cents, I think it dropped to 20 cent. Just under 20 cent. If you bought the dip, you're already in profit on Bells. Up 14% 24-hour time on a 24-hour time frame. That is great to see, man. Bitcoin is above 100K. ETH is above $2,000, so you see a lot of projects starting to make a move up, man. And you know, a lot of people might be new to the space, or that you're just getting into the space, and you might think, well, you know, is it too late? You know, because you know, in my opinion, the last 2 years had great upside potential for outlier coins, and if you just got into the outlier coins, you did very well, right? So I think it's still enough time this year, which I think, you know, this year will be the last part of the cycle, in my opinion. But I think there's enough time this year for outlier coins to shine. And Bells is one of those outliers, in my opinion. Why? Again, I'll say it every video. If the Dogecoin founder didn't create Bells and fork Bells for Dogecoin, Dogecoin would not exist. So Bells coin was before Dogecoin. Technically the first meme coin ever, but it is also a proof of work layer 1 blockchain, just like Dogecoin, which a lot of people don't know. You could buy NFTs and coins on Dogecoin. There's layer 2s being built on Dogecoin, and it's similar here with Bells coin. There's Bellinos or NFTs you could buy. There's things you could trade, and I think they're gonna upgrade it to a point where like you could buy like runes or, you know, just coins on Bells coin as well. I think that's already being developed, or they already have one, right? It also has its own wallets as well, right? So you could store it, you could self-custody Bells just like you do Bitcoin or Dogecoin, right? Now, some people have, you know, issues with buying Bells because it's not on, even though it's on Solana, the vaulted version, there's not much liquidity. But in my opinion, it's good that it's hard to buy for now, because guess what? If you want to get in and accumulate by the time it's easy to buy, you know, it might be too late. When it's easy to buy Bells, it might be too late. So I think that works out in our favor for discovering it at the time that we discovered it, right? So right now, sitting at 14.6 million market cap, trade volume 753K. It's good that Bells is making a move up. It's kind of... Some coins I see in comparison to Bells making more of a move up, but that's fine because it's just the awareness, right? So I'm just calling on the community to keep pushing, keep spreading the message of Bells, so we could increase that awareness and be like, hey, did you know? You just gotta say, hey, did you know, to who, like friends, family on X? Did you know the creator of Doge, Billy, made Bells coin before he made Doge? So technically, this is the first meme coin. Not even technically, this is the first meme coin, right? And you know, if you believe in crypto, you believe in the, you know, the history, the lore, the space, everything of crypto, you'd want a piece of this project. You'd want a piece of this pie, right? You'd want even some, just to be like, well, I bought some. What if it explodes like Dogecoin? That's what you tell people. If you see how Dogecoin exploded, what if it explodes like Dogecoin? And it's possible for it to do so, right? So, yeah, Bells looking great, climbing up. I love that. From S on chain, Bells grew faster than Doge this past month. Zoom out. Only a matter of time before we have the boom to billions. Until then, keep stacking, right? So as you can see, right? Let's see here. Oh, it doesn't show me how much. Okay, but that's fine. I just wanted to see, as you can see, it went up 35% compared to Doge, but now it's at 24 cents. So it might be up, you know, 40, 45, 50% compared to Doge, and Doge is probably up 25%, 23% by now, right? So it definitely is moving faster than Doge. And again, another thing we got to do as a community is maybe reach out to the Dogecoin holders. When we see Doge tweets, we shield people, we let them know, hey, did you know Bells was launched by Billy before Doge? And if we could capture some of that Dogecoin market share, 1 billion, 2, 3 billion won't be difficult at all if we could capture some of that Dogecoin market share, guys. So right here from Dragon Art, 2025 Bells and Doge, Bells Coin blockchain. You need to understand what just happened with Bells Coin. Bells distribution phase just ended. When the Doge distribution phase ended many years ago, Doge flew to billions. Doge didn't take off until all of the halvings were done. Bells halvings are now done. Do you understand? And let's read that again, guys, because that's monumental. When the Doge distribution phase ended many years ago, Doge flew to billions. Doge didn't take off until all of the halvings were done. Bells halvings are now done, right? I mean, you see, we got the history. In my opinion, Bells could repeat what Doge did, even if it's on a smaller scale. We could still see massive gains with Bells, right? So again, when the Doge distribution phase ended many years ago, Doge flew to billions. And now Bells, all of its distribution phases have ended. So what comes next? We fly to billions, right? It only makes sense. Super Bell. Bells coin is going back to 180, then have a super pump to $18 because Bells is the most undervalued proof of work chain at this moment. And I think that's very possible. I think $18 is at the billion market cap level. I think that's the case, right? Yeah, that would be the case. $18, because 500 mil or 600 mil market cap is around $10. My apologies. So that means a billion market cap would be around $18 for Bells. And I think that's very possible. A billion market cap this cycle for Bells, I don't think that's like, you know, a moon boy target. I don't think that's a crazy target. Even 2 to 3 billion, because other projects went to 2 to 3 billion on Solana last year, just alone, right? From 10 million market cap, we see Bonk, Popcat, projects like AI16Z, few projects on Solana in 1 year went from 10 million market cap to 2 billion, you know? So I think Bells could definitely pull that off. You know, I don't think that's impossible because Bells has so much more value, so much more of a narrative, so much more of a great community here, right? Because even through the downturns, the community still existed. When Bells came down, nobody, you know, cared about it that much. The community still existed, right? And they never left, right? What did Murad say? Murad said, look for projects that had multiple 90% drawdowns, which Bells had, and the community's still here pushing, not really focusing on price too much, but just, you know, spreading awareness of the project. Well, that's what we're seeing here with Bells, right? Climbing back up from 24 cents. From Bells Coin blockchain, just thinking about how far Bells will run. So Bitcoin dominance right here, 65%. It may go higher. Some people say 70%. Ben Cowan, you know, huge BTC guy, called the move in Bitcoin dominance 100% correctly, right? I wish I was always right like he was. I wish I was always right like him, because it saved me so much, you know, it saved me so much to, you know, be more successful in this space if I was right like him all the time. But yeah, he thinks it gets to 66%, maybe even higher, before we start to see the drop in Bitcoin dominance. When Bitcoin dominance starts to come down, I think that's when you're gonna see, you know, all altcoins start to finally perform well. But you know, how long will that take? Not sure. But you know, we're here. We have the patience. We're gonna keep pushing, and we're gonna keep moving forward with Bells, right? From Tony Punch, until regular norms understand this, we're earlier AF to Bells. 50k Bells is 1/10,000th of the total supply that will ever exist on Earth. Currently, it's 1/1000th roughly. It will take 429 years for the rest of the coins to be mined. Now that Epoch 5 happened, rare earth minerals, right? So, as you can see, what is in circulation for Bells? 60.6 million Bells, right? Now that the final epoch has taken place, this max supply will have to take 429 years to reach its max. So basically, this circulating supply will stay like this for a long time. It'll only increase maybe, you know, a few thousandths of a time. Like maybe by, you know, next year it gets to 61 or you know, some lot. It's gonna take a long time to get there. I don't know the full math, but the math is mathing, and you know, that is very bearish, right? That is very bearish. From B, there's only 60 million bells in circulation right now, and it just hit its final epoch. Sleeper 1000x. Fill your bags before it's too late. 1000x from here. What's that? 14 billion market cap? Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's round it off. Times 1,000. 14.6 billion market cap. Who was to say it can't do that? If Doge got to, you know, 80, 100 billion. How much did Doge get to last cycle? 100 billion? I know Doge got to a crazy market cap in the last cycle. Max. Let's see. Market cap. It won't even let me zoom in, but you know, let's see if I could zoom in and get the peak right here. Okay, 88 billion market cap. 1000x for bells, 14 billion market cap. Hey, nothing's impossible in this space, guys. Crazier things have happened. I'm telling you, if we could just capture that market share from Doge, and people find the Doge, you know, the Doge whales find out, hey, bells was the first coin before Doge that, you know, Billy created. If he didn't fork bells, no Doge, right? The Doge whale might be like, oh wow, well that's, you know, that's crazy. Whoa, that's great. I might have to, you know, get, you know, buy some of this, right? That's all it takes. that's all it really takes. So as a community, we just got to keep making noise, keep pushing forward. But yeah, bells climbing up, great to see. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to support the channel further, donate to the Bells wallet in the description. I truly appreciate it. Any donations, I'll shout them out. Just comment that you donated. I'll shout it out in the next video. And once again, thank y'all for tuning in. None of this is financial advice. Catch you in the next one.